Welcome to the Morning Report, a production of fightbackmedia.com, the number one source of urban conservative information in America. The host of the Morning Report is Willie Lawson.
Well, good morning, and welcome to the Morning Report. My name is Willie Lawson. The Morning Report is a production of fightbackmedia.com, fightbackmedia.com, and fightbackmediatv.com. We are truly happy that you are with us today. Wednesday night, Kamala Harris had a CNN town hall, which I guess she was preparing for yesterday because she kind of took yesterday off. And when it was all said and done, all she really had was she needed to call Trump a fascist. Anderson Cooper, surprise, surprise, asked, "Do you think the president? You think that Donald Trump is a fascist?" Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Fascist, fascist, fascist. And now when we hear these terms, what they're depending on is that nobody knows what they really mean. We know that Mussolini was a fascist and Mussolini was bad, so Trump must be like Mussolini, right? Right? Those things go together. So what we do here is, what words mean is important. So I came up with some definitions for you, some explanations for you here about what fascism is. And I went to a leftist source, Claude.ai. And the prompt I wrote in was fascism, what is it? Avoid using left-right paradigm. Because if you go to Google, it'll tell you that it's right-wing, right? Avoid using the left-right paradigm. Fascism is a form of authoritarian unilateralism characterized by several key elements. Absolute authority of the state over individual rights. Now, let's start there. We're not going to read all of them because we'll be here for 3 days. Okay, let's start there. Who do you see calling for absolute authority of the state over individual rights? Who did you see? In what places, what states did you see? Let's look back a couple of years. To you know what? Who was looking for absolute authority? How about this one? Single party rule led by a strong central leader / dictator. If we look at California, how many political parties are at work in a place like California? How many? Because of the way they do elections. One. Now we also see this cult of personality around the leader. We have to admit, there is a cult of personality around Donald Trump. There is. But you know who else there was a cult of personality around? That's right, Barack Obama. Use of mass propaganda and controlled media. Who owns the media right now? Is it Republicans that own the media? Is it really? Don't think so. It seems like that it's been a while. I mean, a very long time that Democrats and the left have owned the media. So the use of this mass propaganda. Remember, Russia on CNN 24/7. Russia. Trump is a Russian asset. On and on and on and freaking on. Right. Mobilization of youth organizations, because you got to get them young, right? You got to get in those elementary schools. You got to get in those kids' heads right now, right? Got to have drag queen story time for toddlers. I wish we were doing something like that. I wish the Tuttle twins were more popular, but we're not. We're not. Let's see. And I also, because this was important too, and this is the element that I think a lot of times when we get caught up in the words fascists, communists, but we just use words. People are just talking. I said ask Claude AI to explain all of this in economic terms. State-directed market system, which is what fascism is. Private property and businesses ownership technically remain, but the state exercises strong control over economic decisions. Like, I don't know, maybe creating a national digital currency. So the state could decide what you get to spend money on and what you don't get to spend money on. So you got your phone with your credits on your phone, and you're going to go to Shoot Straight and boop yourself a firearm. And you get there and you decide the firearm and you nothing, because it won't let you use your credits on a firearm. Well, the state is deciding how you're going to make your economic decisions. Corporations still exist, but within a directed framework. So Microsoft works for and is led by the state. Oil companies are led by the state. Media companies are led by the state. That happening? Labor relations, forced cooperation between workers and employers. That means that labor unions become the norm because the government says so. Independent labor unions, however, are banned. Only state-run unions are allowed. Okay? Planning and economics. Heavy state intervention in markets. Are we seeing that? Are we seeing that? What are we even hearing when conservatives go, yeah, just let markets be markets? Yeah. This whole, price gouging thing on houses and groceries and stuff. Let's just let the market be the market. It'll take care of itself. Because one or the other is economic planning is strategic industries nationalized. Maxine Waters basically said in a congressional hearing that she'd be in favor of nationalizing the oil industry. I remember that. Some of y'all don't remember that, but it's true. Look it up. Extensive public works. We need to go out there and get all these shovel ready jobs and infrastructure projects. Right? Corporate organizations, industries organized into state supervised cartels, mandatory membership in business associations or loans or unions, right? Profits permitted, but heavily regulated. Large corporations favored over small business. Where do you see that happening? And Trump is the fascist? And Trump is the fascist? When they use these words, I always go, you must not know what that word means. So again, let's look and see. Let's look through these definitions and figure out who's actually the fascist. Who actually is pushing fascist doctrine, fascist policies. Let's see who's actually doing that. Make your comments down in the comment section. You got to get out of here and make room for somebody else. So until we see you again, go out there and learn something, love somebody, and for goodness sakes, y'all take care of yourself. We will see you when we see you. Bye-bye now.